blissful night. Ooh, that dream last night was so crazy last night. I'm trying to tell you. I had a dream about aliens, like invading. That was crazy. That was a crazy ass dream. But other than that, let's get the time and let's get into this spiritual read. Where's my I heard at this time nobody is allowed to come in. Nobody. So if that's what your ancestors are saying, that's what it is. Nobody's allowed to come in. At this time, watch your communication. At this time, where's my other phone at? Where's my other phone? Child, how the hell I'm losing my phone? Watch your communication with people at this time. I heard that was a wild ass dream last night, man. That shit was crazy. That shit was real crazy. So I don't know really what that was about, but it was about aliens. Like they invaded or something like that. They had invaded, right? Like these aliens invaded. I was scared as hell. I was like, what the fuck? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the spiritual read. And I did hear ancestors say, while I was taking my spiritual bath, every time I take my spiritual shower, ancestors said, nobody is allowed in. I heard a masculine voice. Nobody is allowed in. So I don't know what that's about. But let's go ahead and get into the spiritual. Let me get the time. And watch your communication at this time, okay? Somebody could be trying to harvest off your energy. All right, Monday, November 24, 2025 at 11:54 a.m., still a.m. So 11 can be significant. Okay, hey, what's going on with ya? That was a crazy... Ooh, what was on top of a... Hold on, let's see if I can remember. I'm gonna write it down. The parts I do remember. It was this big ass thing where it looked like, a truck with wheels. It was like flying and shit. It was big as fuck. Everybody was looking at this thing, taking pictures. I couldn't find my phone. I couldn't find my phone to take a video of it. Everybody else had their phones taking video of it. Then it was on top of the roof. It was on top of the roof where I was at. I couldn't find my phone for shit in that motherfucker, just like just now. But I couldn't find my phone to take, videos of it. And then when it got on top of that roof and the way it was looking, I was like, I'm out of here. I think I hopped on a train or something and it was following me. It was strange. But anyway, let go of a fixed plan. So if you have fixed plans at this time, 33. You could be mastering something. You should master letting go of a fixed plan because it's all under divine control. You know what I'm saying? You can't control anything. Just let it go. Okay. You need to master that because that's 33. You could be seeing 333 a lot. I'll get that out. Explore, love, create. Just keep exploring. I keep telling y'all that. Explore, love, create, and get your chakras in alignment. Okay. So just keep exploring, loving yourself or loving others and creating, because let go of a fixed plan. Like say, you know how they be like, I got a 5-year plan. It ain't gonna go the way you plan it. This is my 5-year plan. It's not gonna go the way you plan it. It's in divine timing. Time to move on. Just keep love, creating. That's 44, so I gotta get these numbers. Let me get my fan, y'all. It's hot down here. It's very, very hot. Very, very hot, y'all. I don't know where y'all at. It might be cold, but it's hot. It's hot outside. I like it just like that. Thank you, Ra. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you for the hot. So it's hot down here. Yeah, I gotta turn that fan on, boo-boo. I can't do that. Ooh, it's hot. Sure enough. Give nobody your energy at this time. Okay? We're done with that. Life is an expression of you. Okay? So whatever you express, life is an expression of you. Whatever you attract, you know. All right? Let's go. Let's do. I'm going to get these numbers out. You could be seeing 333, 444. Follow the path of another. Somebody wants you to follow a path of them, and you have your own path. The sun energy, sun children, star seeds, indigos, whatever you want to call yourself, chosen ones. You have your own path. You are being called to service. So you sun children are being called to service to go down to your own path or follow the path of another. Could be Yeshua, divine designed the path for you. That's why you shouldn't be out here making plans. This is my 5-year goal. This is my 5-year plan. It's never going to work out the way you plan it. Okay? Trust your new path. You see what I'm saying? I just said it. It's not going to go the way you plan. So if you're going down, you got a 5-year plan and you trying to go head that way, and divine trying to show you need to go the other way, this is not your path. This is a different path you need to go. Then you need to trust that. Trust divine. Trust divine. He's going to lead you on the right path. It's time to move on from that 5-year plan, because it's not going to work out the way you plan it. And you trying to follow a path of another. That's what he's trying to say. Get off that path of another. You're a star seed. He already had a plan for you. Even though other people can plan your life, try to think they can control your life. Nobody can control it but divine. Okay? So you follow his plan. The path of another is not going to lead you to where you need to be. That's going to lead you to destruction. You are being called to service. So right now, you're being called to service. Trust your new path. So if you go up that 5-year plan, trust me, it's divine timing. Okay, should I get any more? I think that's it right there. So let's see what this is about. I'm going to get these cards first. Let go of a fixed plan. Woman holding the heart. Empath. Man holding the heart. Yin and yang energies. Okay, 44. So 44 is out here a lot, 45. We go right to 44, so something is in alignment. 44, 45, 33, then you got 44. Okay? Trust divine plans. I'm good. I am very good. Express love, create. Somebody is playing with your sacral chakras. That's why I be telling you about communication and shit. 44 is like your chakras. You see, explore, love, create. Somebody's messing with your sacral chakras. So you need to work on that. Start clearing out your sacral chakras, okay? Give me some time to move on, and then you can move on. You're on somebody else's path. You're on the path that somebody else wants you to go. Maybe your mom, your dad, I want you to go this path. No, that's not what divine had destined for me. So you always going to fuck up, or something going to fuck up in that plan, because it's not you're following the path of another, not your own. You're supposed to be following a divine plan. Time to move on, okay? Angel of strength. So just have strength. Time to move on. Okay. Just have enough strength. 50 could be significant. Life is an expression of you. So you follow somebody else's path, that means you are a follower. Somebody wants you to follow down the path of theirs. What I said, go. No, it don't. No, it don't. Who told you that? Who fuck told these people that? No, I'm following your path. That's not my path. That's your path. That's why you always get a bump in the road, because you're not following the path of Yeshua, following the path of another. Well, you're supposed to be following divine's path. Okay? That leads you to the light. You're not going to darkness. Life is an expression of you, door to value. Okay? That's where your door to value is at. 31. Okay? So 44, 45, 36, 50, 31. Okay? So if you're on, I got a 5-year plan. That 5-year plan ain't gonna go. You never know what bump in the road gonna happen, because it ain't your path. It's a path of another. You're following down somebody else's path. Somebody wants you to follow down their path, and it's not your path. That's why it's not working out when you try to, be a follower. You know what I'm saying, or a destiny swapper. That's why it never works out, because you're following the path of another. Plain and simple, and it's gonna be illuminated every time, especially when you're a divine being. It's going to be illuminated. It's going to be exposed. Okay? So, following the path of another. The garden at the gate. So, the garden at the gate, you almost there, following the path of another. You can't follow a path of another. to the land of milk and honey. The land of milk and honey is for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow behind somebody that's not your path. They're telling you, I think you need to go this way. I think you need to go that way. It don't work out for people. They trying to get you off your path. You see this? They're trying to get you off your path by following a path. Follow what they say. Let them control your path. That's not your destiny. The path you're supposed to be following is the destiny of divine, and that's done. It's nothing else I need to keep reiterating about. I'm following the path of divine, and that's it. That's it. You're being called to service because you're being called to service right now. The awakened ones, the star seeds are being called to service. Somebody don't want you to do your service. That's what it is. Somebody don't want you to do no type of service for divine. They want you to follow their path. No. Hell no. So let go of them fixed plans right now. I'm trying to tell you before the New Year's, let go. If you had a fixed plan, you might well say, divine, take the wheel. Because I already know this is not your plan. Thy will be done. Not thy will. Somebody got it all mixed up. You're going to follow my path. No, the fuck we're not. Not following your fucking path. Your path leads to destruction. So somebody wants you to go on a path of destruction. Not enlightenment. They want you to be in darkness. No. Hell no. And this is reverse, like your third eye. You're being called to service. They don't want you to have intuition about your path. That's what I'm trying to say. You almost there at the garden of the gate. Somebody want to block your intuition. You know, your third eye. Okay, Megatron, they don't want you to see clearly, you know, your path. Child, but your path, divine path is the door to value and get you at the gate. I told you get out the garden. Get you out this damn garden right here with the snake, the serpent. There's a serpent talking, but ain't, what the fuck we supposed to do? Go on your path? No, we good. Trust your new path, which is going to bring you wealth, okay? That's what I'm saying. When you get through that gate, you get away from the serpent. I told y'all this the other day. And you use your intuition, see the black cat, okay? Woman holding the coin. That's going to get you to your, when you let go of a fixed plan, that gets you to your coins. When you let the universe take over and you follow the divine plan and not nobody else's, it gets, and you use your intuition. So you need to work on your third eye and you need to work on your sacral chakra. Somebody fucking with that. Trying to fuck up your, you know you almost there to the coins, your harvest, your season of harvest, and somebody trying to fuck up your intuition, your sacral chakra. So guys and goddesses, work on that shit. So let's go. I got some time. I told y'all I'm coming here doing these quick, you know, reads. Because I ain't got some time. Look, door ajar. I heard door ajar. So somebody could have something on their car say door ajar, or in your house, door ajar, or your business. I heard door ajar. Or maybe you need to get you a security cameras. You need to start getting used to security cameras or security system. It could be telling you that agentic possibilities. Now you got options when you follow a divine path, not the path of another. Like if you hear somebody say, I got a 5-year plan, walk away from them. Straight up, walk the fuck away from them. When you go to dates and shit, and they be like, I got a 5-year plan. How you can see the future? Child, unless they doing something dishonest to get there quick. Child, please. Anyway, let go of a fixed plan. Child, you hear somebody talking like that, you know, it's a no. It's a no. They're gonna stay in that garden a long time. They're gonna keep going back. If it's not there, if it's fixed, divine already had a plan for you. If it's a fixed plan that they got, it ain't gonna work. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna work. You ever see that? Like, this is my 5-year plan. And divine be like, no, it's not. I got something else for you. You're being called to service. You need to do what the fuck you need to do. He don't talk like that, but it's me. You need to do what the fuck I told you to do. I don't give a fuck what a bitch or a nigga told you to do. I'm saying this, okay? Or my ancestors saying it. I don't give a fuck what a bitch told you to do. What I tell you to do. You're being called to service. Trust your path. Let's let go of a fixed plan. Why these cards feel like these ain't all the cards? Somebody trying to have control of your path. And they're going to get knocked the fuck out. They're going to get knocked the fuck out. They want you to follow the path of them. No, that's not their path. That's why you keep getting knocked the fuck down. They keep telling you, divine keeps showing these people that is not their path. That is not their relationship they need to be in. You're trying to force something that's not, that the universe is not telling them. They telling them they being called to service. They're not to follow your path. Your path leads to destruction, which that's probably what you try to do. Let's go over fixed plan. So if somebody got a plan for your life, it's not going to work. They're going to get destroyed. So let go of a fixed plan, temptations. See what I'm saying? Desires. Whatever your desire, choose. You need to choose between your desires and temptations. Okay? You need to be on high vibrations. And you need to pause your fixed plan. I'm trying to tell you. You better put that on pause or it's going to be on pause. Especially when you're being called to service. Explore, love, create, keep loving, self-caring, loving other people, loving yourself, creating whatever gifts that divine gave you, your desires, okay? Your desires, because somebody's trying to knock you off your throne or knock you off your path. It's not going to work. They keep saying they get bumped off every time they try to, do this bullshit, the fall. You see what I'm saying? Your third eye. They want your shit in the fall. Explore, love, create. They want all this shit in the fall. They want you illusions. That give me the 7 of Cups. They sending off illusions by fucking with your third eye and your sacral chakra. I ain't gotta say no more. They want you in the fog about you're being called to service. If you're being called to service, you better do what you gotta do, man. That's the Antichrist trying to pull you back. You know what I'm saying? From you're being called to service. And if you disobey divine, you get punished, and they know that. They know that. Time to move on. So it's time to move on from that fixed plan, whatever fixed plan somebody else had for you, or I'm talking to the people that have a fixed plan for you, your destiny, when you're being called to service, and you. So it's time to move on from that fixed plan, boo-boo. It ain't gonna work. And the more you see it, the more you try to put somebody in the fog. Hope. Time to move on. Just move on with that hope. Okay? Work on your sacral chakras, your third eye. Return the center, all them illusions. Return that shit back 100-fold. Somebody just not getting it. People just not getting it. You can't control somebody else's destiny. You can try to destiny swap all you want, but it's not going to work. You've seen that so many times. These people see this, trying to hold on to you. And divine is moving you into service. And no, because they're trying to be a part of following your path. They try to go on your path with you. And remember what divine said, sometimes you got to be on your path by yourself. It is what it is. Wisdom. Life is an expression of you. Okay? Life is an expression of you. Third eye. You better use your wisdom. Okay? Yeah. What's that? Navigate desire with the compass of wisdom. That's how you navigate through life in the universe, with wisdom. I don't give a fuck what a bitch or a nigga gotta say. If it don't feel right with my soul, what you telling me I need to go this path, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. That you trying to have somebody go backwards, not do what they supposed to do. You trying to have somebody walk with them that's not designed for them to walk with them. It's not designed for them to go on the path with them. Are you? It's not designed for y'all to be on the same path. Everybody got a destined path. That's crazy. Following the path of another. Somebody wants you to follow the path, or they want to put somebody on the path with you. They can't. They can't be on the path with you. It will fuck you up. And they know that. It will fuck you up. Following the path of another. And this is following the path of divine. That's what I'm getting. Sun, children, Ra, divine. You're following the path of her. He had a mission, right? He was being called to service. You're being called to service. Plain and simple. He ain't let nobody take him off his path, did he? He don't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. Following the path of who? Man, come on with that shit. Can't force nobody to follow a different path or force somebody on their path that's not supposed to be with them. They're supposed to listen to their wisdom. That's what I'm saying. Work on your third eye and work on your sacral chakra. Somebody trying to have you in the 7 of Cups in the fall, send out illusions. Well, this is supposed to go this way and this is supposed to go that. That plan don't work. As you see, it don't work. It's going to be a roadblock. Yo, when y'all start hearing, I got a 5-year plan. Run. I'm trying to tell you. Following the path of another. You need to follow this path. Don't listen to divine shit. You already at the gate, man. Calm. Just stay calm. Okay? You know, balance your emotions. I'm getting temperance. Following the path of another. Child, have that shit balanced. Balance yourself out. Balance your wisdom out. Hope. Balance that hope out. Because somebody trying to have you involved with temptations and desires. They trying to get you, your desire is to follow divine, and then they trying to send temptations in. That's what I'm getting. They're trying to send temptations in, and you're not. Divine said, fuck them temptations. Choose today who the fuck you would serve. You gonna serve temptations, or you gonna serve me? Because it's gonna be way better if you serve me, because you're gonna get to the bag regardless. If that's what people are all about, money, you're gonna get to the bag if you do it the way I tell you. Use your wisdom. You're gonna get to that bag the right way, though. You gonna when you get to the bag, you get to the garden of the gate. You do His service, divine he, she, whatever you believe it is. You're gonna be able to keep that. If you fall for temptations like thieving, stealing, and you think you're gonna hold on to that bag, no, you're not. You're gonna fall. Because that's not meant to you. That's not meant for you. If you do shit the lying, scheming, thieving way, it never works out. Don't you see all these cartels and all these motherfuckers, you know, rappers getting caught up in, you know, fucking bullshit because they doing shit behind the scene? They don't want to just stay. They following the path of another. When you was street, you supposed to get out the streets. And you supposed to do the right thing. If he gives you an opportunity, you get what I'm saying? If he gives you an opportunity to go down the right path, and he's saying that's not your path, I'm giving you an opportunity to get the real shit so you can stick and you can stay and you can leave a legacy. Why the fuck would you fuck that up? Why would you be tempted? You know what I'm saying? Just see what everything is going on. Even politicians. You're out here selling dope and you're a politician. I gave you an opportunity to lead people, and this is what you choose to do with. And that shit don't never last. You notice that? The shit never lasts. They can send out illusions like they happy and it's lasting and it's everlasting, but it's not. It's not. Oh yeah, didn't I tell you I'm getting that $2,000 on my cashless society? Congratulations, boo-boo. You got $2,000 coming to you. See, that shit lasts. When you use your wisdom and you use your gifts for the good of people, the good of man. You're not following the path of another. You're using your gifts. You're not using somebody else's. You're using the gifts of divine that he gave you to lead people the right direction and keep them on that path. Lead them to the gate. Then I tell you, I'm here to lead you to the gate. After that, that shit is on you. If you want shit, everlasting shit, the shit that lasts long, to leave a legacy, and you ain't got no motherfucker can say anything. I mean, you got bumps along the way. You not perfect. Just like Yahshua led people, he healed people, he did shit. But he, you know, he had, you know, critics. You got critics in every fucking thing. Long as he did his path, like Divine told him, he got blessed at the end, right? It was a legacy. He still left a legacy. You see what I'm saying? You can talk bad about the motherfucker all day. You know, I don't mean to say motherfucker, but you can talk bad about any motherfucker all day. But they left a legacy. And now look what's happening. You know, he's worshipped everywhere. Regardless if they liked it or not, when he was here in flesh, regardless if they liked the divine being or not, they left a legacy that's going to be talked about for generations to generations to generations to generations to every dynasty. You are being called to service, plain and simple. Truth. And that's the truth. At this time, you're being called to service, especially the divine beings, love, pleasures. Okay, lesson. You learned your lesson about pleasures, temptations. There's a difference between pleasures and temptations. If you get a pleasure out of truth, I get a pleasure out of truth. I don't get a pleasure out of lies from the serpent. I get pleasures out of truth and justice and equality and leading people around the right path. I don't get justice or pleasure out of seeing somebody hurt. That just tell you right there who you following. You following the devil. Straight up, love, lesson. You learn your lessons in love, loving yourself, okay? That's a pleasure. Loving yourself. I know I'm getting pleasure out of it. I know I gotta get my toes done, though. Child, I gotta get my toes done. I'll be trying to paint them motherfuckers myself. But hell no. Hey, them feet need to be scrubbed. Them feet need to be fucking scrubbed. Scrub it up. I ain't gonna even lie to you. You see, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can let you see my feet, but I won't. That ain't crusty or nothing, because I always put shea butter and I always put socks on my feet before I go to sleep, Vaseline. But you know how you can't. I went to school for it, but I really wasn't too good with the feet shit. You know what I'm saying? I went to beauty school for that, but I wasn't too good with the feet shit. Like lining your toenails up and shit. You know, I can scrub my feet real good. I got the bricks and shit, but I'm just being honest. I mean, you're not gonna be good in everything, even if you go to school for it. You're not. I never liked the feet. Shit, when they had to scrub the feet, I like to do that part, but the nail part, I was not good at clipping the nails even and shit like that on the toes. I'm just being honest. These feet need to be done. I can feel that shit too. Trust your new path. So if you're on a path, I got a 5-year plan. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Let that shit go, and just say, Yahshua, take the wheel. I know this shit ain't gonna work. Every time I try it my way, it don't never work out. And greed, when you got temptations with greed, that shit never work out. Your ass get caught up. We can see this all motherfucking day. It don't never work. How the hell you gonna be in the music industry and then selling drugs on the side? How you gonna mix negative with positive? Let me understand that. The devil and God. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do the curly shuffle? You motherfucking Three Stooges. You looking like the Three Stooges of divine moments. Trust your new path. You're gonna have moments, but just trust the new path. Fulfilling. That shit gonna be fulfilling as hell. Didn't I just tell you? Woman on the corner desires. Your desires gonna be fulfilled better. This is better fulfillment than some illusion. Because then you send an illusion to yourself and you send illusions to the whole damn world. And then when you fall, then I'm like, you was doing all that, but you know, even on social media, motherfuckers like, I'm in a good relationship. Look at us. We just love each other. Look at us. And making everybody look at it like, oh, they got a good, healthy relationship. Next thing you know, they be on social media fighting. Next person you know, they done took that person out. That's why I said stop falling for illusions. It ain't what it look like. Serpent. Shapeshifter. It ain't what it looks like. Like these stars, they be having, I got all this, I got money, I'm flashing. Ooh, look at me with my top down. Look at my cyber truck. Everything's on. And then the next thing you know, you find out them motherfuckers involved in some, you know, selling fit now and all this other shit. So you killing the community, acting like you helping the community. So you just helping yourself. So you actually a serpent. And then you don't want people to look at you like a serpent, but you're a fucking serpent. That was your 5-year plan. Your 5-year plan was to go look like a serpent in the end. Child, please. Everything in the dark come to the light. So if you ain't living in the right way, you're not living the way divine asked you to live, whatever you do in the dark, gonna come to the motherfucking light. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. I don't give a fuck if you're a mob boss. We've seen it time and time again. If you're not doing things, if you're not on your right path, and you think you got a 5-year plan, everybody take a hit. You're going to take a fucking hit. Fuck out of here. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. When you get it from divine and you do what divine says and you go on you're going to have your moments. But when you're doing what divine tell you to do and you activate your third eye, your wisdom, and then your ancestor spirit guys tell you, no, nah, don't get with that person. Don't do that. Don't do it. And you listen. You're going to have your moments. But that shit going to last a long time. Just like what Yahshua. Legacy after legacy. It's going to last longer. Not no 5 minutes of fucking fame. The fuck? You know they always say 15 minutes of fame, 5 minutes. You know this is always 5. 5 is changes. You notice that? Let me get these numbers right here. It's always 5 changes. Go ahead, follow the path of another. Because divine tried to get you out the streets. If God's trying to get you out the streets and you're doing serpent shit, dark shit, it's got to come to the light. They gave you an opportunity, but you want to be greedy. You out to temptations. You let temptations fuck with you. That's why I love that movie, Death by Temptation. It always ends when you're tempted. So it is what it is with this shit right here. Let me get these numbers. We got 333 and 444. All right. Why am I shuffling? When I'm supposed to just look 333, 444. Maybe I need to play those numbers. And those who celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Okay. 444, soulmate connection. Be open to meeting someone who resonates with your soul and brings deep love and understanding into your life. Now, what was that? Explore, love, create. That was on that one. 444. Okay. The fall. Somebody trying to put fall. Who you supposed to be with? You supposed to be with this person. No, fuck, I'm not. You think divine wouldn't tell me that? Hell about it here. Give me something for 333. You think divine wouldn't tell us that? When I'm on my path, I'm speaking truth to myself. I'm well balanced with my emotions. You think divine would send me out illusion? Who is my person? Your soulmate connection? I will be following a path of another. Meaning, you're saying I'm supposed to be with this person. Divine saying no. No, they're not. I will be following a path of what you said. No. And it wouldn't work out. That's a path to destruction. Weird ass with that shit. 333. It's like you trying to force the universe. That's weird to me. You trying to force the universe? Spiritual awakening. And it says let go of a fixed plan. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding. Trust your inner wisdom and follow your path. Didn't I just say this? Divine is speaking to you right now. Let go of a fixed plan. You're being called to service. Okay? Plain and simple. 333. Any double numbers. We do have 111 wisdom. We do have 1 there. Let me get that. I'm just telling you. And we got 5 right here. And that's truth, pleasures. You are being called to service. You're not going to enjoy it all the time. You're going to have your moments, but it is what it is. You will suffer because I have suffered. But you got to use your wisdom. You gain wisdom and lessons. You just be calm in it. Okay? Let me see. 1111. I'm going to just, since this is a 1, I'm going to just read both 1111, 1111, whatever. I said it too many times, but y'all know what I mean. Okay? Communication. Effective communication is the key to strong and loving relationships. The angels, excuse that was a spiritual burp. The angels remind you communication. The angels remind you to express your feelings openly and honestly about what it is that you want or what is my path. Divine, that's the only person you should count on. You shouldn't count on me. I'm telling you, I'm doing this reading, but I always tell you, you better go pray about it. You better go pray about what I said and see if it's confirmed. Do the spirit. If you're on your awakening path, just all you gotta do is go pray and go ask divine and see if he tell you if you come up with the same thing. So it's something about communications. You express your feelings openly and honestly. Wisdom. With wisdom. Divine always gonna communicate with you with wisdom. Regardless of you. Sometimes it might be your ancestors. You got some gangsters ancestors that's just gonna be like, just like me, bold. Like, get your ass up and stop listening to that motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? You had some ancestors like that. Get your ass up and stop listening to that deadbeat motherfucker right there. They don't even have a path. They following after your shit. They're trying to get on your path. Let go of that fixed plan. Whatever fixed plan they're telling you to go on, that's not your plan. That's not the plan that divine have for you. They can say whatever, but it ain't gonna work. New beginnings, 111. A fresh start is on the horizon. Embrace opportunities that come your way. You know what I'm saying? Communication. 111, 111. 21. Following the path of another. Somebody wants you to follow your path, or they want you to follow the path of what they said. No, bitch. Or nigga. That ain't what divine told me to do. And every time they do this, they're going to get bumped the fuck down. Every time they try to tell you what path to go on, something going to happen. To let them know, like, that's not my divine child path. Who told you that? Thank you for the $9.99. Because I'm going to tell you. Don't just take my word. Go pray about it. Go communicate with divine. If you're a son, child, or you're a chosen one like you say you are, why are you just listening to me? I tell you all the time, clean your energy out and then go pray to divine about it. Divine going to communicate to you that person was right or that person was wrong. You don't just get tarot readings and just be like, oh, I'm going to just go ahead and take their advice. No, you go pray about it. You go see if you're going to get the same communication. Or you probably are, it's already probably confirmed. That's what I was just thinking the other day. Somebody told me they see me here, you know, but actually, you know, divine told me something else. This is a different path I'm supposed to go on. Or you could have heard you right there. You right there for your breakthrough. You could have heard that. You could have heard a church sermon tell you that. That was your confirmation. I mean, if people like religion, that's you. I don't judge nobody religion. If it makes you happy and it makes you a better person, that's where I'm at. Even I don't care what religion you are, spirituality, whatever. Long as it make that person a better person and go down their path, long as it still lead them to the gate of opportunities, and they're gonna know that they're gonna have their moments, and they're in their moment of truth, and they still get their pleasure. The pleasure is leaving a legacy and knowing that not you gonna do everything right, but knowing that you did right by divine. That's what it all boils down to. You did right by yourself, your family, your bloodline. You got rid of generational curses, and you did right by divine. You went straight down your path. Even sometimes you jumped off of it. But believe me, trust me, if it's a service that you got to do, a mission, trust me, your world gonna get fucked up if you ain't on the right path. And you gonna learn that lesson sooner or later. Like it matter how long it takes, your ass gonna get right back on that damn path. Trust me. Divine gonna let you know you're not on your right path. Like if somebody trying to tell you, you know, what path you need to be on, what you need to believe, what's your beliefs, you need to believe in this and that, they gonna get some type of tower. You know what I'm saying? They always gonna get a tower. Because you don't talk to my divine being. I'm telling them already what they need to do. I mean, cut cords with people like that. That's where I'm at. Cut cords with people like that. I don't do that. I don't tell somebody this your path, you know, this your path. I could give you wisdom to let you know, like, about the dark and the light, like you got motherfuckers coming for you, or this and that and that. It's already being confirmed. Your battle, like it was already confirmed. You're gonna be battling against the principalities of darkness. That was already confirmed. You just need somebody gonna give you wisdom on how to move and get through this shit and stay strong through this shit. And still go on your path. That's what you need. You need that wisdom. You don't need somebody gonna bring you back to the past. The fuck? To the serpent. I ain't trying to move backwards. Calm. Following the path of another. But 5. So we got 555. Y'all be seeing these numbers a lot. There we go. Embrace change. You are being called to service. Change is in the air. Embrace it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Can't be no more clear than that. So what's this number? 43? We ain't got to do that. Those are numbers. 222, abundant blessings. Moments. Trust your new path. This is going to last longer. Especially when you're breaking generational curses, bloodline curses. This is going to last longer. You're going to leave a legacy. That's what I'm saying. Abundance is flowing towards you. That was the woman holding the coin. Moments. You're going to have moments of abundance. All the time with divine. But if you let somebody else lead you through that's not my path. I'm telling you what divine is telling me. You're trying to tell me what divine is telling me. And I'm telling you, it's a no. That shit weird. Abundance is flowing towards you. Keep your thoughts positive and watch dreams manifest. When you're following your path, not the path of another. Or you follow a divine path, the path of another. That's what he's trying to say. He, she, whatever y'all believe divine is. That's when you're on, when he said, I created in the image of me, that means you're taking his same service. You're picking up his service. A healing, you know, you pick up where he left off at. And you always want to have these serpents around trying to tell you now, go this way, go this way, go this. No. That's not going to leave a legacy. You're trying to tempt people with some evil ass shit. That'll never last long. So you try to the devil trying to trick you to off your path. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Choose today who you will serve. Because somebody trying to trick you off your path. And it's not. It's a path of another. It's a path of a serpent. Thank you. They want you to be on pleasures, temptations. That's not your path. Your path is you're being called to service. Whatever service that is. And that's just plain and simple. Fuck out of here with this shit, man. That shit weird. I don't understand that shit fulfilling. Whatever path service you have, regardless, I'm not going to be on the same path as you. My path ain't your path. It's going to be fulfilling in the end, though. You're going to get your abundance one way or another. But if you allow somebody to, I got a fixed plan. The devil got a fixed plan for you too, don't he? But this fixed plan the divine has for you is fulfilling. The one that the devil has for you is not fulfilling at all. If it was fulfilling, it will feel good to you, right? Your soul will feel good. If your soul don't feel good and enlightened from it, it's like, that don't feel good to me. Like, since my awakening, whatever you talking about, a fixed plan, that shit don't feel good to me. It don't sound right. It don't feel good. It don't feel good with my energy, and I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm over it. I'm letting go of that fixed plan because that fixed plan do not work for me. So let's go. Let go of a fixed plan later than you think. So if you got that fixed plan, it's later than you think because you follow somebody, a path of another. I mean, we can put this two ways. You got the divine plan and you got the devil's plan. The devil got plans for you too. They got a fixed plan. Divine has a better plan that's fulfilling, that's going to last. Okay, if you get what I'm saying, later than you think. So if you holding on to that damn fixed plan, like I said, you better get off of it and just let Yahshua take the wheel. Your ancestors, whoever it is you choose to serve. Explore and create. Special date. Okay, September. It's something about September. You could have had a special date in September. Something happened in September. A special date, or this could be next year. In a few days, in autumn. Time to move on. Faster than you think. From that fixed plan. It will happen faster than you think because you're going down the divine path. You at the gate. You almost at the gate. It will happen faster than you think. That rhymes. Life is an expression of you. Yeah, if you're following, like I just said about that shit, like you got an opportunity to do better. God gave you an opportunity. There's a lot of people that would die for that opportunity to be a star. And some people don't want to be a star because of what goes on in that industry. But you got an opportunity and you're mixing the devil and God in together. I got a fixed plan. When I get that money, I'm going to be able to flip a pack. What is the point? You should have just saved your ass out in the streets. That's the devil making them get tempted and taking them off their journey. Tricking them and taking them off their path. Because they want to do a path of another. They want to do a path of the streets. Be tempted by the street. You see what I'm saying? It never works out. Life is an expression of you more than a year. So you could have been single more than a year. That's fine. That is fine. You got a soulmate connection. It says it right here, 444. I got a 5-year plan. You better run from people that talk about that shit. That means they'll be willing to do anything for temptation, money. To get there faster. You know what I'm saying? Than you think. They're not thinking with wisdom. Following the path of another. And they'll get you to follow them. June. So it's something about June. Something this spring is not worth waiting for. That's what I'm saying. If you following the path of another, I'm trying to tell you, and you've been single more than a year, somebody say, yeah, get with this person. I know somebody I could hook you up with. Y'all seem like y'all gonna be a great couple. That's a path of another. They trying to put you out their tongue, put this illusion out on you. You'll be a great couple. How do you know that? How do you know that's the right person for me? So something happening in June. Be careful. It's not worth waiting for. Child, you're wasting your time. Summer. So something about the summertime. I'm trying to tell you, you have a friend or somebody trying to tell you, you know, or this year on a holiday, Christmas or something like that, trying to tell you, oh, I got somebody I can hook you up with. Y'all are going to be a perfect, it seems like y'all might be soulmates. No, you're not. You better pray about it. Tell them I'll pray about it. I'll see what divine say. Why you got to pray about it? Why you just can't listen to me? Because I don't want to follow the path of another. Anyway, you're being called to service. You're being called to service today. This message was meant for you. And no, I'm not a preacher. But today, you're being called to service. Okay? Trust your new path. Trust this new path, y'all. May. Something gonna happen in May. You got May, June. June, somebody gonna try to hook you up with somebody. Spring. Something May, spring. Something this spring. I'm just getting new growth, regrowth, awakening. You fulfilling like shit growing, like abundance and whatever by this spring. Let go of that fixed plan. That's what they basically trying to tell you. In a few months, patience is required. That's your festive season. 6 months from now. You see what I'm saying? It did say woman holding a coin. Okay? Child, you got a special date coming in September. That could be a birthday. You could get something real special next year on your birthday. Okay? But look what it says. Let go of a fixed plan later than you think. You pausing your own abundance by listening to somebody else's fixed plan. That's your fixed plan, bitch. That ain't mine. I know what divine told me years ago. What I'm being called in service for. I know that's right. Y'all got a hardest. Y'all, look, you know how they say that? What's that saying about a flower growing out the stone cement? The flower growing out the cement. This is a new growth. You went through some hard times, but guess what? This is a legacy. You leaving a fucking legacy. You don't see that a lot. A flower growing out, you know, cement. You don't see that a lot. But you're going to have your moments. Look, and I look up here, and this is up here. Look, moments. Same thing. That's crazy. Think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. Moments. That's crazy that was up there, too. So you need to set boundaries with people that's trying to, you know, do all that, make you a matchmaker and all. Bitch, you ain't no matchmaker for me. It's a no. So they might be doing something on your sacral and your third eye to send out illusions or some shit like that. I don't never let somebody, you know, put me with somebody. I don't never let somebody do that. I said this is what it is. And then they do it by force. When you do something by force, it never works. You get knocked the fuck down the side. Divine said, I said no. Divine to bring his sword out. I said no. It's a no for them. No, they're not meant to be with that person. I'm telling them they're being called to serve. They need to go ahead and do their path. And don't be worried about temptations right now. They need to get back on their journey. And they need to get back on course. Fuck out of here. What is wrong with people, man? I ain't got the time, y'all. I ain't got the time. Not today, devil. Not today. Anyways, of course y'all always want y'all signs and shit like that. We're gonna do your exes. Y'all still want to hear about it. I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? That's why Divine keep telling me to do it, because some people are still coming, some people are still healing, some people are awakening. So I have to do it. If they're not, I have to tell you, they're not healed, do not allow them to come back in. They're gonna take you off your path with pleasures and temptations. You gotta decide pleasures, you know what I'm saying, temptations, or go on your path. You always got knocked off by going by your will. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it never worked out. Your 5-year plan. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Libra, know you are loved. All right. Woo. Thank you. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. So when we come back and do y'all exes, okay, I got to make sure, like, you know, I just dig in it. But it's always your choice. I can't go on your path. You know what I'm saying? I can't be there with you like, girl, kick that nigga out. But I will tell you, like, if I feel something, the energy, you don't deserve that. You're an earth angel. You deserve better. You need to self-care some more. Maybe you need some more, you know, self-care. You need to build yourself up a little bit more inside, have that confidence. You know what I'm saying? I might tell you something like that. Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. We got Cancer, relax. We got last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So we gonna see where y'all exes is at now. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, child. That reading I did yesterday about, yo, the emperor ain't no emperor. I see this motherfucker still. Get up. Get up. And this other person is coming into, you know, alignment. This person is like, whoever this is, they're getting kicked out of group. And this other person is coming into alignment in this group. Believe in your good luck. Sagittarius. Cancer, take a breather. Let me get some. Just come on. Oh, damn. I guess they telling everybody. I guess they like everybody. Shit. It is for everybody. Cool your emotions, Aries. Okay? Leo, lighten up. We got Taurus, detoxify. So detoxify, meaning clear out your energy, your chakras, do your your spiritual cleansing, push through any insecurities. Somebody, remember I said that? I just said that. Okay? That's a Cancer. And then we have Leos, shine. I'm saying, y'all need to, I don't know why I keep seeing this man doing magic on his thing. I don't know why I see this man. What? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. You get an opportunity to be a better person and you decide to go do some dark shit that you think is going to really turn out in your favor, and it never do. That's just like a big kingpin on a motherfucking block. They think that shit gonna last forever. If they never get out and they don't just go ahead to the light, and they got an opportunity to go to the light, before you know it, it's too late. They done missed the dark with the light too goddamn much, and now your ass going down. When you kept hearing, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop. And not only that, you're poisoning our people. You poison the people of my earth angels and shit like that. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. They be hearing that for a long ass time. And then next thing you know, how did I get into this mess? Wasn't you getting messages from the divine like, you got enough money? Just stop. How did I get? We all been there though. Not in that type of situation, but when you get in a relationship, whatever it is, a job, whatever, and something say don't take that job, and you need that money so fast, like I need to hurry up and get a job, and you don't listen to divine, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be good for you. You be like, all right, I just need money. I need money. You don't trust me then. You don't trust me that I'm gonna work everything out. I'm about to be homeless. And every time something happened, don't it? You be like, damn, I'm fucked. I ended up getting fired any damn way. Now that shit is on your record. That shit is on your credit that you got fired. You're like, I don't want that. And now you can't get hired from other job, good job to you, because why did you got to answer that question. Why did they fire you? You like, in your mind, damn, I knew I shouldn't have took that damn job. Divine was telling me to wait, be patient. You know what I'm saying? So this is a for every Zodiac sign. It's just like, you know, if you're not on your path and you're being called to service and you got a 5-year plan, say bye-bye. Until later, y'all. I'm going to do y'all exes with your exes, what they into, whatever. Love y'all.